The wrestling business is not an easy one to break into, and often requires a lot of sacrifice to go along with the hard work to actually make it to the big leagues. Whether it's a result of simply not making enough money by wrestling, or just having a rough childhood, coming back from being homeless to make something for yourself takes a lot of determination and grit. My name is Sumeet, and today Wrestling Hub presents 5 WWE wrestlers you didn't know were homeless. Though he may be a new face to some of you, WWE Cruiserweight Champion TJ Perkins has been wrestling since he was 13 years old. As he started branching out from local promotions and started devoting all his time to wrestling, financial troubles hit Perkins. After failing to impress WWE, Perkins was without a job and had zero education to fall back on, so he spent a lot of time in his 20s technically homeless. To make matters worse, this was in the middle of the recession, and his parents, who lived in LA, went bankrupt as well. As a reminder of those tough times, Perkins kept the key from where he was first evicted, and even wears it around his neck. You guys remember AJ Lee, right? Well, before she was a star in the WWE, or even wrestling on the independent circuit for that matter, AJ was homeless. She said she lived a very tough childhood, and her family was very poor, so on more than one occasion, they were simply homeless. They would often live out of motels or even a car, and they regularly ate at local food banks in New Jersey. When she was a teenager, she helped support her family by working multiple jobs, one of which was a janitor at a local supermarket. Speaking of tough childhoods, Roddy Piper had it quite bad as well. When he was around 13, he ran away from home and lived on the streets for years. The reasoning for this is a bit unclear, but Piper alluded to the fact his father was abusive and an alcoholic, which is not a good mix. He also said that this was what made him tough, and living on the streets helped him become a fighter, something that was evident throughout his wrestling career. At one point, Piper said that he owned nothing but a car and his bagpipes, and that he used to wander hotels and eat scraps of food left on room service carts. Just like AJ, this was a true rags to riches story. Unlike some of the others on this list, Bryan still kinda looks homeless today. Jokes aside, Bryan was working on the independent circuit and needed to save all his money and devote it to furthering his career. When he attended Shawn Michaels Wrestling Academy in Texas, Bryan decided to sleep in his car or even stay at the school overnight because he didn't have any money to waste. He also did something similar when he wrestled in Japan, as he likely wasn't making all that much money and probably had very little saved at that point either. Though he doesn't live an extravagant lifestyle, he is definitely in a much more comfortable place today. Before we get to number 1, here are some honorable mentions. Saturn was addicted to drugs and lived on the streets for more than 2 years. Mick Foley was a cheap bastard who willingly chose to live in his car, and John Cena stated that he was once homeless early in his career, which forced him to make more responsible decisions, though no further details are available. From a poor kid making $40 a night to a straight up baller, The Rock is one of the most inspiring stories when it comes to making something out of nothing. Growing up poor, The Rock and his mom were evicted when he was a teenager as they were unable to afford the $120 a week rent. To put it simply, The Rock was battling homelessness at every turn growing up. Luckily, Dwayne found a way out through sports. He got a full football scholarship before finding wrestling. There were still some tough times in there, but eventually The Rock's hard work and determination paid off. Today, The Rock is one of the highest paid actors in Hollywood and has a net worth of over $100 million. And those were 5 WWE wrestlers you probably didn't know were homeless. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you didn't, then give it a thumbs down. If there's anybody else you think should be on this list, then be sure to let me know in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.